Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week.
13 carries, 54 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
To the air, Penix.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
We'll drop this underneath. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, it's Genty.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Under pressure, and down he goes. Walter Nolan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and fighting partner. It's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the side.
Some bad teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Man, you know oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, as we look down at the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now let's see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
To the air with McCarthy. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. McCarthy operating from the gun. They'll get this to Bell. And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Now McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
On play action, McCarthy. Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That's another first down.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jaden Blue, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Now Penix.
Blitz coming, down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Rondale Robinson, the intended receiver.
But now it's third down.
When you look at this defense,
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here's Braden Mann now.
As he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And we'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Got his man, it's Williams. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll throw with Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Penix working out of the gun here. His throw incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Operating from the gun, Penix. In trouble, and he's taken down. Kenneth Grant in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 18-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. Get them a shoe left and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and
looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Third down and 4.
Back to throw.
McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 6.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue.
Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's McCarthy. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Jaden Blue.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dances by him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To the air, Penix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Calvin Austin, 46 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Visitors.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this 1st half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. And he completes it to Wilson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there the 25-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any faults of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Looking to throw, Penix. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And looking to throw, Penix.
And Diggs has it.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. Baltimore first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And it's Trevor Lawrence. He'll look to the end zone and find his man 33 yards on the touchdown pass. The Bears get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's David Montgomery. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in, 22 yards on the touchdown. The Falcons win their second straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Packers. And it's the third-year signal caller from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Packers get it done. They win 17-9. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin with a carry for Blue. And he stopped immediately. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for him. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
It's a gain of 2.
To the air with McCarthy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
They'll give. Here's Jenkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
It's complete to Diggs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
To throw again is Penix. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And some room to maneuver. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Visitors 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
For a first down.
Now Blue trying the right side. And he'll go out near midfield. Down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's a screen pass. That's complete. He's corralled, but now before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Jensen on 1st down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a 1st down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jaden Blue, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Pollard gets it off the option. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
In punt formation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw McCarthy. And it is caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdowns. Runs to boot.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, it's Genty. And not much. Maybe a yard down at the 23. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Brings up second and 8. At the 23-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's another first down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy will try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Ashton Genty. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ashton Genty, his 21st touchdown of the season. As his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolute astounding effort by every player involved.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On third down, Penix from the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Diggs in motion right.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Swinging this out for Pollard. Into space at the 45. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Penix. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
To the air, Penix. A little short pass. This is Everett. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup at 5 or 6.
Brings up second and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 4. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Diggs, the motion man left.
Again,
he'll drop the throw. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Calvin Austin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Second and 6.
They'll go again with Genty. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10.
Here's McCarthy. He completes it to Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 more yards. That's another first down.
Back to throw. McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ashton Genty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Our home team 56.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Penix. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Penix to the air once more. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's second down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And looking to throw, Penix. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On the bootleg, it's Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Calvin Austin. Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He was brought down by
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That is Joshua Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to...
And this will be caught with taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,